Hello everybody, this is the Bulldozer, and welcome back to another Week 3 Challenge video. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 locations of where you can go and do the Clay Pigeon Challenge, where you have to go and shoot 5 different clay pigeons. These are all pretty easy. The only one you're probably going to have a complication with is the one at Loot Lake, and that's just because the fact that it's right in the middle of the map and everybody goes to it. The way I kind of do this is I go to a location outside of there, because there is a chest there at this location, but you gotta remember this is at a small isolated location and you got a bunch of people dropping in on it, so the chances of you getting to that chest are fairly slim. You might get to it and you might not. But then again, you got to remember, you're not always going to get a shotgun, and a shotgun is the easiest way to do these clay pigeons. You can do them with the other weapons, but the shotgun is by far the easiest way to go. Here's a map I put together. Let me go ahead and pull it up so you can see all the locations of these throwers, so you can take out these clay pigeons very easy. And here's that map I put together. I took and I placed the pigeon thrower at each one of those locations so it stands out on the map. And starts at the top of the map there on the right hand side. You got one to the left, the Risky Reels. There by my logo in the middle of the map, we got there is that one at the Loot Lake. And there to the left, the Pleasant Park is our third one. And at the bottom of the map, we got one right underneath Shifty Shafts. And there on the right hand side of the map, we got one located in Paradise Palms. Let's go ahead and get started at our first one. Okay, we're going to be dropping into Shifty Shafts here first. You can see I'm placing a marker right there. As we go in here, right next to this house is the clay pigeon thrower. And at the top of the house is a chest. As you can see it glowing right there. So we're going to try to land on top of that and see if we can get a shotgun. Since there's nobody else here, we will try to use whatever we have, being we're so close. Assault rifle. Would rather have a shotgun, but we'll have to see how that works. You know, I've played a little after this challenge, and I saw somebody do something which makes a whole lot of sense. If you're going to do this and then eliminate yourself, do what somebody else was doing. Go ahead and, especially if you're playing like a 50 versus 50, drop all your stuff right here. Especially because it's your teammates that you're leaving it for. I mean, you don't have to. But, you know, especially if you got a shotgun, it's going to help the next person that's trying to come get this challenge. You see, we got the first one there, so we're just going to run straight back and just walk right off the edge. As soon as you hit the water, you're going to eliminate yourself, and you'll be good to go from there. But if you was to leave the match, it would not count. And you can see we got 1 of 5. So now that is 1 down and 4 to go. We are going to move on to this location that is right by Pleasant Park. Looks like I got the blue marker there. And again, you know, this, you know, you can use any weapon you want to. It's just that it seems it's a lot easier to do these with a shotgun. See, I had to run into the second house before I found a shotgun. So now I'll run right back up here. So you got 2 buildings there you can search. I'll go ahead and leave this footage in there so you can see where this location is from these buildings. You can see it's right here. You can see there's already 2 people there. And you can see that yellow 1, that means the person got it, and you saw the spray, the colorful confetti come up, I guess is what you can call it. And by the way, I forgot to mention, if you guys hear a hum, I apologize. It's pretty hot today, so I got a fan running, so you're probably, this sensitive mic might be picking up the motor in the background. See, I like to get right behind the thrower. It seems to work the best. See, once I scoot over a little bit more and I'm literally directly behind it, then I usually have no problem hitting it. See, I'll back up and get right behind the machine. And there we go. That seems to work best for me. You might, it might work something, a little better for you, however you want to do it. Again, we're going to run straight back here and just go right off the side. Now, if you happen to open a chest or something and you got some explosives, I guess that really wouldn't work if you're playing 50 versus 50 or something, because the fact that you would go down and somebody could revive you. But this way, there's no way anybody can revive you, so it eliminates that whole situation. Now we'll check in here. You see that is our second one. It's 2 down and 3 to go. Let's move on to our third location. This one's going to be up there by Risky Reels at the top right hand corner of the map. I'm zooming in there. Literally just right there where the bus is going over, just about. You can see it right there, left hand corner of the map. And actually the little hut that was just on the right hand side of the map is where we're going to get the shotgun from there. You can see it up there on the platform. My teammate that was actually playing here, he knew Fake Future. He was trying to do this and couldn't get it down. So this is what I was saying, where it helps if you leave your weapons, because the gun he's using, he's not able to get it done. He couldn't get the challenge done. And I'm going to show you here where actually after I complete my challenge, I yell for him to come back, and you'll see he'll come back, and I give him my gun. See, he got in my way there. See, I'm standing right behind it, and it works again. And see, I'm looking for him. It didn't know where he went. So if you notice, my mic is, I'm talking on my mic now, and I'm telling him to come here, and he stops. He's on the bridge there, and he stops. And here he comes back. Again, it's stuff like this. This is what my channel is about. It's helping that fellow gamer, and it's just the kind of stuff I do. See, I just dropped my shotgun for him to pick it up. You see, he's got it in his hand now. I guess he did a little dance as a thank you motion. That's what it's all about, folks. That's what it's all about. And there we go. 3 of 5 now done. 3 down, 2 to go. Let's move on to our 4th location and get this 3rd challenge done and out of the way. We're moving on to Paradise Palms. This one here I do a little differently because this is a small area over here, and I choose to take I'm gonna land over here, like this, I guess it's a gas station, and I go all the way across, so I make sure I've got me a shotgun by the time I get over there. Because as you see, by the time I get over here, there's already 2 people here. But even though there's already 2 people here, they still didn't do the chest. So I let them go ahead and you know, take their turns doing whatever they're doing. And so I'm gonna go ahead and you know, mess with the chest and see what's in the chest, just in case I decide to play on, because there's still some other challenges I can do if I decide to go ahead and play the match out instead of ending it out. But you see, if I look in the chest, and I want to use a shotgun, and there's no shotgun in the chest. That's the purpose of the reason why I landed on the other side of the map and came all the way across. And see, they dropped their guns, which I think, you know, which was pretty cool. So I pick up their one gun because I need to get this platform out of the way. So I'm gonna wait for this guy to come down because I don't want to make him fall. I'm gonna take the platform out. And this one here, it seems I don't know why, it's a lot taller. I'm standing up, but if you notice, as opposed to the other ones, like I'm trying to figure it out, but it's a lot taller than the other ones, so it might mess with you a little bit. 'Cause I'm trying to find a good place to stand. But I still end up getting it, so there's the 4th one. But yeah, I don't know why that one it was so much taller than the other ones. I was going to go ahead and play this match and go ahead and get the jumping pad challenge done also, because this would have been a good time to finish that challenge. And then that way I would have had 4 challenges. You know, I would have had 3 challenges done, then only had, you know, 1 more clay pigeon to shoot, and I would have had 4 challenges done. So, and I'm taking down notes because I write down stuff, and as far as, you know, what time in the video that I'm recording that I shoot certain clay pigeons and stuff like that, so I know, you know, what time to go back and edit my video. Then all of a sudden I look on the mini map and I see, damn, here comes the storm. I say, okay, well, that's 86 that, so let's just go ahead and just end this one and just jump off the cliff. So I'll say that that jumping pad for another time. And there we go, it's 4 or 5 clay pigeons down and 1 to go. And our last one is going to be Loot Lake. And this is the one I was telling you, it's going to be a real pain. And my suggestion is this little shed right here is going to be your best bet, because most of the time there is a chest in this box, or in that shed, and most of the time there's also a shotgun on this dock right there. So you got a good chance of getting a shotgun. And again, if you don't care about the shotgun, if you want to try to use anything, you can. But you got to remember, you got this one small area that a bunch of people are going to be landing on trying to do this. Now I did this later in the game, because you notice it's 41-40 and it starts off 50-50. So I waited to come to this later in the game. There we go. That's 5 of 5. It's all clay pigeon shot. Another challenge down. It's the first Battle Pass challenge done, and 2 of the regular challenges done. I just want to say that, I understand my videos might be a little long sometime, but that's because I put extra content in the video that doesn't really need to be there, but it's there to help the fellow gamer. Like, for instance, locations of some of the shotguns that I found. When you go to some of these locations, especially with the clay pigeon, that you gotta be shooting, it's so much easier to do it with a shotgun as opposed to an assault rifle or any other type of weapon. I mean, I saw one person trying to use a sniper rifle. I mean, really trying to use a sniper rifle? But, it's so much easier to use a shotgun. And the reason why I put those locations in, because it's where I went to get a shotgun. Especially if it was a shotgun that I found on the ground. Because that's what you want to use to do this challenge, to get it done and over with, to move on. You don't want to stay at that location and keep wasting your time to play the game. Especially if you're going to play that match, you're not going to eliminate yourself, and you want to move on to get on with the game, because the storm is going to be closing in on you. So again, that's the reason why some of my videos might be long. Just like that clip you saw earlier in this video, where I told my teammate to come back and I gave him my shotgun so he was able to complete his portion of the challenge for that location. That's the type of content that I'll be putting out. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. This is the Bulldozer. You get your killing on, and I'm out of here.